Hello students. In the last class, we have completed the third module, that is simplex solution for linear programming problem, and before moving on to the next module, let us have a quick revision on the things we have covered already. Coming back to the subject title, Operations Research for Business Decisions, I have already told you all. So what are operations? Operations refers to the activities that are carried out in an organization, and research, it is a systematic investigation in order to find solutions to take various business decisions. And overall, operations research for business decisions is a discipline that deals with the application of various analytical methods as well as mathematical models to take better business decisions. And coming to the techniques of operations research, we have already discussed these techniques in the earlier classes. So first among those techniques is the linear programming problem. So what is a linear programming problem? It is a mathematical modeling technique which is used for allocation of limited resources for various competing activities. So linear programming problem is a mathematical modeling technique which is used for allocation of limited resources to various competing activities. What are limited resources? Resources in an organization may be men, material or machinery and so on. So here limited resources are nothing but those things which are necessary for the organization in order to function efficiently. And there are certain examples of competing activities such as it may be projects or provision of services or producing goods and so on. Next, moving to the next method, that is graphical method. We have graphical method in order to solve linear programming problem. So graphical method is used when there are two variables, that is when there are two constraints. So when there are two variables, we use graphical method of solving LPP. And the next technique we have is simplex method. So simplex method is used when there are more than two variables in a given equation. So here variables are nothing but the decision variables. So simplex method is an iterative procedure. I say it as an iterative procedure because it is a continuous procedure carried out systematically to determine the optimal solution. It is used to determine the optimal solution from set of feasible solutions. So what is a feasible solution? If there exists a solution that satisfies all the constraints. When a solution satisfies all the constraints, that is called as a feasible solution. And if the solution does not exist which satisfies all the constraints, is called as infeasible solution. So I repeat, if there exists no solution that satisfies all the constraints in an optimization problem, that is called as infeasible solution. and if there exists a solution that satisfies all the constraints, that is called as an feasible solution. And optimization, what is optimization? Optimal solution. So finding the best solution, finding the best solution from all the feasible solutions, that is optimal solution. And next one, let us check the optimality condition that is used in case of simplex method. So optimality condition in case of maximization. What would be the optimality condition in case of maximization? All Cj minus Zj values must be either 0 equal to 0 or less than 0. So this is the optimality condition in case of maximization problem. And in case of minimization problem, all Cj minus Zj values must be either equal to 0 or greater than 0. So this is the way how we check the optimality condition in case of simplex. And moving on to the next method in case of simplex, we have big M method. So we have already done problems based on this big M method. So checking optimality condition for big M method. In case of big M method, the optimality condition goes the same, and in case of normal simplex method, whenever we come across less than or equal to symbol in a given equation, when there is less than symbol, we go for adding slack variable. And when we come across greater than or equal to symbol, we deduct surplus variable from the given equation. And in case of big M method, it goes the same way. Whenever we come across the less than or equal to symbol, we go for adding slack variable to the given equation. And when there is a greater than or equal to symbol, we go for deducting surplus variable from the given equation, and also we go for adding dummy variable, or it is also called as artificial variable, to the given equation.